Hank Vogler raises sheep. In this desert, water means life, and right now his neighbors make him fear for his life. By selling their water rights to a distant city, his fellow ranchers will allow this valley to be sucked dry, and the home Hank has spent his entire life building will blow away in the dust.
We do what we can with water. Water is not for wasting. Supposedly Mark Twain, I think, said it, that whiskey's for drinking, water's for fighting. And it's been that way since time immemorial.
In 1989, the Southern Nevada Water Authority, Las Vegas's water czars, began buying water rights in Spring Valley, intending to build a pipeline nearly 300 miles to the bulging city.
Everything that I have is pretty much based on little tiny springs and seeps. Can I afford to fight them over this little puddle of water? Are you kidding me? No. So I die of 1,000 paper cuts. I'm collateral damage. And so is everybody else in this country.
Hank fears if this pipeline gets built, it will drain the entire valley.
And I'll bet you money, marbles, or chalk that this aquifer is gonna drop, and when it does and this starts blowing, we're gonna make the Sahara Desert look like a sandy beach in Florida.
Today, Hank heads out onto the range to make better use of the little water he has.
I've been in the sheep business since 1971. I had 2 cows and 7 sheep in 1971. I've never really thought of it as work. I may not be Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel, but this is my Sistine Chapel. It's just replacing the trough. It's going to be a better source of water for wildlife, for livestock, for feral horses, whatever's here. And there's not 5 gallons a minute running into that trough. And now we got Southern Nevada Water Authority comes along and wants to take what little dribs of water are left here.
Managing water on the range doesn't stop at the trough, however.
Every 3 days, we go to the sheep camps in the mountains, and we provide them with fresh water for drinking, hay for the horse, groceries. When they move their camps, the rotational graze to protect the range. If we don't protect the range, we're the first ones that suffer.
But protecting his range from a far-off city isn't something that Hank expected to have to do.
Well, then all of a sudden they started buying ranches, and all of a sudden you had a ranch maybe on the open market might have been worth $2 or $3 million, and they come along and give you 20 for it. Oh man, you've been living like a wood rat in a stovepipe all your life. Pretty hard to turn down that big check like that. I don't have enough water rights to fill a swimming pool in Las Vegas, but it'll irrigate a heck of a bunch of protein meals in my sheep and make a heck of a bunch of beautiful clothing. And maybe the highest and best use of this water is not a flush toilet in Las Vegas.
Hank has tried to connect with his new Las Vegas-funded neighbors, but has instead earned a target on his back.
Their people skills seem to be very, very lacking. Is that politically correct? Ordinarily, I'd call them a bunch of assholes, but you see, you can't say that on TV.
As legal battles and skyrocketing expenses slow the progress of the pipeline, Hank vows to make his voice heard from the courts to the airwaves.
Here I am. You want to keep me out of this business, you're going to have to cut my head off and hide it.